Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He hits Riddick underneath. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to sling this deep down. And this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give him a gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now the Notre Dame man. This is Theo Riddick. The way in. Touchdown, New York. Theo Riddick, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10. Here's Allen on first and 10. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 1st down, Allen. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
Switch, guys. Mike.
Spins by. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
4 down. Double bump. 49 Mike.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And right side caught Hogan. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Ben to throw again. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Ben Roethlisberger, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Bills getting set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Now it's Ajayi. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The tackle by Tremaine Johnson.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win a lot of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Eric Armstead coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is fielded inside the 5. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A first update now from Cincinnati. And that is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Browns in that game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Avery Williamson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They run with Ajayi. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. An 8-yard gain, so that gets him halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time. Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Focus. One day. Double bump. Snickers. Snickers.
Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. Forced out to his left. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And Ben goes down in the end zone, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Now Allen. Flush to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Benson Mayowa able to get him for a loss of about 3.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Charles Clay is tight in the intended target, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's got Will Tye complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a 1st down.
Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger escaping the pressure right. They find some open field here. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. This is Riddick on the screen. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Out to the flat for Riddick.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. There he goes inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this 1st half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jerry Hughes able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He's got him in. It's Williams. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Here's Roethlisberger. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Hey. 230.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Got a man in It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Hogan, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This fielded at the 2. Fights off the defender. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield. And here come the Bills. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Allen. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To the air, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards away. And Hauschka's kick is good. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Completes it to Benjamin. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Drops it off to Ajayi. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. On first down, Allen. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Allen to throw once more. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And it's second down. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. Here's Allen. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. Third and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They come out here in the eye. They run for it with a giant. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Ajayi stopped short on fourth and goal, and the Jets are going to get the football back. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Riddick. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Being chased out. And can you believe believe it. It's a second safety in this ball game. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. By the way, third quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. Allen now on 1st down. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play here for the Bills. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot!
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Detroit!
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Back now here on EA Sports. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Detroit!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, You bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And the Jets set to take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And it's Roethlisberger, their captain. He's the one who's still down on the ground here. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They're going to look to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Raekwon McMillan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Jets on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
Now back to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Raekwon McMillan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On now is the kicker Jason Myers for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back him up 5. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Allen. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Back to throw. He finds Coleman. 23 yards on the play. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. 3:19.
They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw, and that is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw here. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. This one from 35 yards away. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And now out come the Bills. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Now the Bills will hustle to the line.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bills on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Clay. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. But I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Jets, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.